Powered by Riverside.
Hey, welcome to Blue Jay Banner. Blue Jay Banner today on this very cold Monday, but on the eve of a big matchup for the Jays basketball team as they travel west to take on Gonzaga. More about them later. Yes, we are powered by Riverside. Thought we'd throw in a new theme song here. Get a little branding for Riverside FM. By the way, if you're going to do any podcasts, go to Riverside FM. Check them out. That all they have to offer. I'm Tim Kruger. Welcome to the show. We're going to kind of give you an update of everything that went on in the world of Creighton athletics over the weekend. We've unfortunately had to eliminate a couple teams from coverage of their seasons because their seasons are over, but we're going to roll on and check in on volleyball, women's basketball, and obviously men's basketball. We first would like to check out our sponsors. And first of all, our sponsor's been with us a while, Infusion Brewing Company. Go to infusionbrewing.com. Check out all the great beers they have to offer, including their tremendous line of fall beers. You got your vanilla bean, your pumpkin beer. You've got some great stouts. Great to have this time of year, as well as the ever-popular pickle beer, dill pickle beer. So check them all out. That's infusion.com. Go see their tasting room hours and check out all they have to offer. And weather is supposed to improve vastly here over the next couple of days. So great time to get out there and sit in the patio and have a beer at infusionbrewing.com. We also want to thank our other sponsor, RTI Threads, and more about them later in the show. Okay, let's check out what's been going on here over the weekend. Let's start with men's soccer. A tough loss, 1-0 at home, and to Akron, one of the top teams in the country. That allowed Akron to win the Midwest Division. It also bumped Creighton from the Big East tournament, oddly enough. The other division's really strong. And because Providence tied, they were able to edge out the Jays and get into the Big East tournament. So the men's season is over. They made a great run here late. Just weren't able to garner any offense against the top-ranked Akron team, and they go down. So, but congrats to Johnny and his team on a really good season. The women lost in the first round of the Big East tournament, 2-0 to the number 1 seed Georgetown. Another good effort by the women's squad this year, though, once again qualifying, and again a late run by them to qualify for the Big East tournament. So congratulations to them. Volleyball. Wow. So a great weekend of matches. First of all, took on Villanova, and what a match. Thursday. Those first two sets, Creighton barely won the first set, lost the second. It was nip and tuck even into the midway through the third, and then the Jays kind of got their legs underneath them. As Coach Rosen said, they readjusted their defense. They were tipping the ball just instead of smashing it, they were tipping it like just past Ava. So she had to go back and get it. And that was taking her out of the system. They adjusted their defense to have a rotation to come over and have someone else grab those shots if those were attempted. And that allowed Ava to free up. And boy, she's hitting at an incredible rate. And just the power she's hitting with right now is off the charts. So the Jays won set 3, won set 4. It kind of rolled through set 4. So the Jays won that match 3-1, and then after going 3-2 with Marquette, you're like, ooh, what's going on here? But then yesterday, senior day, Jays just dominated. Georgetown only had 32 points in three sets. Pretty impressive. 28, 25-8, 25-12, and 25-12. So the Jays moved to 21-5, all alone in first place. Oddly enough, I mean, Mark, sneakily, I guess, unless you're really paying attention, Xavier's had one hell of a year. They're 24-2, and they're 13-1 in second place. Now Xavier has some pretty tough matches this weekend, but it's looking very much like, it's going to be a real tussle for Creighton in the Big East tournament because Marquette is now 4th. Marquette hosts the Big East tournament. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of change there. There's a possibility Marquette could jump to 3rd because Villanova has a tough route here, a tougher route than Marquette does over the weekend. So there's a possibility they could flip-flop, which would benefit Creighton, in my opinion, because then you'd have Marquette and Xavier, which would be a real battle because Marquette would be at home. Xavier would be obviously the better team there, but that would be a tough match for either team. And then the Jays could take on, I believe, Villanova, although Villanova gave them everything I wanted. So I think for the first time in a while, this is going to be a really, really, really competitive Big East tournament. So for the Jays to continue to roll, they're going to have to bring their best stuff. Now, they do go on the road here. St. John Seton Hall next weekend, 6 o'clock Friday, 4 o'clock Saturday. And then those are road matches. And then yesterday, beating Georgetown, that was senior day. So Ava Martin, Kiara Reinhardt, Annalie Mader, and Sky McEwen, 4 terrific seniors. I know we used to say this about basketball. We lose guys and go, oh, how are we ever going to replace so-and-so? How are we ever going to replace so-and-so? And it kept on going year after year after year, and we replaced them. Volleyball's doing the same thing. Like, how are we going to replace that class we had last year? They leave, and now you're losing Ava, Kiara, and Annalie. We've got some young talent that's tremendous, so I don't have any doubt we're going to replace them without any problem. At any rate, that senior class, listen to this stat. They're 40-0 in the Big East at home. Unbelievable. 40-0 at home. So congratulations to them. Normally by now they'd have the regular season, wrapped up, but because Xavier's 13-1, 1 game back, it's not over yet. So they've got to go on the road, take care of business, and then they will clinch the Big East crown. And kind of an anomaly in the scheduling. They only played Xavier once this year, so that Big East tournament's going to be really interesting. Number one, number two, because of the calendar, it's not falling on Thanksgiving weekend as it often does, which I think kind of gives it more of a highlight. So, big tournament coming up here in 2 weeks at Marquette, but we got to finish out the season strong first of all. Then the women's team goes over to Drake with a big win, first on the regular season. Congratulations to Flan and his team. Kenna Lockett, 25 points, one of the few upperclassmen on this team. And they take down the Bulldogs over there at Drake. So they move to 1-1. And wow, what a big match they have coming up on Wednesday at Lincoln, taking on the Huskers. It's on national TV on FS1 at 8 o'clock Wednesday. So you're not able to make it over to Lincoln to cheer on the Jays. You can watch that game on FS1. Then we're going to move on to the men. So first off, a little news to follow. So if you follow Blue Jay Banner on Twitter, please do. If you don't, do now, because we'll have and better yet, go to bluejbanner.com and join over there, and you'll get even more information. But the media's having a little scrum here in a couple hours, so I'm going to head over there, and we can maybe get some. We're going to have a Q&A with Coach Mack, so maybe we can get some more clarity on some of the things that have gone on here. The injury report, first of all. Secondly, the red shirting right now. He kind of left the door open in the press conference. He wasn't really absolute on Hudson Greer, so we'll kind of get a question and answer from him and see where they're at with it. And then he definitely said Alexis redshirting, so we know that. And then kind of get a preview from him on Gonzaga, obviously one of the better teams in the country. They had a 15-point win over the weekend over Oklahoma. So one of, a fringe top 30 team. So they've already been tested a little bit, where we really, have just played the game against South Dakota. Not a bad team, but not certainly the caliber of Oklahoma, and certainly not the caliber of Gonzaga, who we're going to play tomorrow night. That's a 9 p.m. tip on ESPN on the mothership. So very exciting. I've been on ESPN for a long time. So that will be exciting as well. I do want to talk a little bit about tomorrow night, because that is going to be our first post-game show that we're going to do remotely right here on this Riverside platform, as we talked about a little bit earlier. So we're going to have the same type of format, breaking down all the action. We are going to have a coach. Hopefully technology will allow us to do so. And I think we've got that figured out. So I think we will have a coach who will join us, who you will see and hear on our show. And the cool thing is, we're going to have, this will allow us to have a lot of automatic feedback from everybody that is out there viewing our show. So we want people to jump on board and view our show. So what you're going to see, in the on the bottom of the screen is going to be this during a good chunk of the show. And that's our email address, bluejbanner@gmail.com. So all you'll have to do is you pull us up live, and we're going to come on live fairly quickly at the end of the game, I would say within 5-10 minutes. So you'll see this. So if you want to join us, all you do, send us an email to that address and say, hey, I'd like to be on the show. We will then send you back an email with a link that will link you up to our broadcast, and you will be on the screen, and we'll be able to talk to you. Just a little thing, and when we send you back the email, it'll have this information in it. But if you're on a laptop, great. Just hit the link, boom, you're ready to go. Laptop, desktop, computer, you're fine. If you're doing it mobilely on your phone, you've got to download the Riverside app, which will help you pull up. So the first show, we understand, A, number one, late. B, some people probably won't have the app the app pulled up, so maybe you can do that ahead of time, because once again, we're going to have giveaways on this show. And once again, we're going to do the giveaways for the people that come on our show live. They're going to have first, that's basically how it's going to work. If you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and you come on our show live, you are going to be in the drawing for a very, very special prize. And that will be a enormous discount at rtithreads.com. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow night, but we'll also have some other prizes as well. So jump on bluejbanner.com. Come on our show on Blue Jay Banner on our YouTube channel. Then type in bluejbanner@gmail.com. Send us an email. Be on the show. Boom, you're on. And we will pick a winner from those people who are joining us live, and they will win the prize. And then we will also have a prize for everyone else that watches it in a smaller prize this week. We have the larger prize for the live viewers. The smaller prize will be for people that catch us on the replay throughout the next morning, and then actually all the way into Friday is when we will announce the winner Friday morning, because then Friday night we have to turn on, we've got another game. So we're kind of getting into the regular cycle of games this week, right? We're going to have a game midweek next week, I think, against North Dakota, and then we're off until Vegas. But then once that rolls around, then we're going to get into the 2-game-a-week cycle. I think we have only, I take that back, we're going to have 1 game during finals week. I think we play Nichols, then we play Nebraska, then we'll be off that whole week, and then we play Kansas State on a Saturday. By the way, Kansas State, so that's going to be a live pregame event at the Hilton, right across the street from the CHI Health Center. So you want to come there, because we're putting on, with RTI Threads, we're putting on an event over there. We're going to, and again, going to have giveaways there as well. You ever want to play any of our trivia games live? We're going to have them for you. So we'll try and get a ex-player and or somebody in the know of Creighton basketball there as well, so we can do a little Q&A with them. So at any rate, that's tomorrow night, right after the game. It'll be live on our YouTube channel, so you can jump on. I know it's going to be late, but hey, stick with us at least for a half hour. If you jump on right away, you're going to be hyped up from the game anyway. You're not going to be able to go to sleep. So jump on with us, and we will break down everything that happened in Spokane as we take on the Bulldogs of Gonzaga, which follows up tomorrow, Blue Jay Banner Today. We're going to have our preview of Gonzaga, so you don't want to miss that. Me and Mike Rochon will be on here to break down the big matchup against the Zags in Spokane. So we want to thank all of our sponsors. Again, we already talked to you about Infusion, and want to definitely talk about RTI Threads. Thank you so much to them for their tremendous support. And if you need Jay's gear of all types, sizes, go to rtithreads.com. You can order it up there. It's all online, so go there and do that. They've got everything, too. They've got jerseys, as you have seen with our giveaway. And speaking of our giveaway, we want to congratulate Tobin Bonds, who won the autographed Jackson McAndrew jersey for our first giveaway for our home game. And we will have another jersey giveaway coming up on Friday after the game, after our post game. Then we'll talk more about that as the week rolls on. But again, women play Wednesday, volleyball on the weekend, and the Jays obviously tomorrow night take on, the men's basketball team takes on Gonzaga. All right, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe and like button. It helps us out a ton. And we shall see you tomorrow with the preview of Gonzaga.